I was thinking about when I was talking about the energy that I felt in my chest in like another video, whatever, from across the room. Like one of the things I do to like test energy is like say if my back is turned and like somebody's behind me and I don't know who it is. It started like with my kids. Like I started honing it with my kids, like without looking, just by the feel of the energy. Like whose presence did it feel like? And most of the time I got it right or whatever. But I was like, okay, so is this only because these are my eggs and there's a connection? Or, is there something to this? So, like when strangers would come up to me or behind me, like if I'm in a store or whatever, I'd see if I could feel the energy and figure out if it was male or female, black, white, Asian, other, Spanish, there's so many ethnicities, now that it wasn't back in my day, it was black, white, Indian, other, meaning like growing up, and it was like little boxes to check, and I guess, whatever the other was, now you got like Asian island, Pacific Islander or something. You got, black, non-Hispanic, black, Hispanic, all kinds of, options, which I'm not saying anything's wrong with it. But the whole point of the story is, as I would test what kind of being is behind me. So like now I'm to the point where, I don't necessarily try to guess like what ethnicity or anything now. Now I try to feel the person's intention. So like sometimes I can get a vibe like over my left shoulder. Let's just say it just starts tensing for no reason. And I could tell like for some reason I want to defend myself. I don't know if it's better if you can see my hands, but I could tell like for some reason I want to defend myself. Like why are my hands like drawing up? And then that'll make me like scan the area until I pinpoint, where the current is coming from. And, oftentimes either I'll find someone leering, you know, or, you know, eh, maybe somebody got stuck in a daydream just in my direction. I also base things on how often it happens, not just because it happens once. I look, for the pattern. But anyway, that's something, you guys could do out there at home. I'm assuming that everybody's not adults, for 20 years or whatever. Some of you guys have only been adults for 3 or 4 years or whatever, or sheltered, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm just putting it out there. Like, you can practice with the people, trying to guess, like sometimes I'll feel energy and it feels light and vibrant, and so like when I turn around, maybe I want to snap, like what is it? And I'll turn around, it's like one of my jazzy homegirls. And I'm like, girl, I felt you coming. Like I may not have knew it was exactly you, but I felt good, positive energy and vibes. Like if you go to a festival or something, sometimes just the air feels so electric. And it's kind of, people admit that. Some people have stronger fields and some people have lesser fields. I saw a thing, I don't know. Anyway, the guy was saying that most people emit like 10 to 15 foot radius of a magnetic field, and occasionally a 20 foot. I feel like mine is 50 personally, especially when I feel like my swag is turned up. Or like when I'm feeling kind of average, maybe it's like a 20. But like when my swag is on 1,000, like maybe I cooked an awesome meal last night. Everything came out just right, and just sucking your fingers knocks you back to the memory. And like, maybe I made my bed up, cleaned my room up tip top, and like my whole outfit just came together effortlessly. Like, sometimes you just feel yourself, and I feel like when it's on that level, and especially the more pure I'm living, you know, and it's like so powerful. And I judge it by when I walk into a room, how many heads start to, turn in my direction and from how far away. And a lot of times I do have a long reach. I've made like a whole, well, at least half of the restaurant, just, and turn. But I knew I was dressed to the nines. I had like this long black gown on, with like a thigh high split. This is like the early 2000s or whatever, and I hadn't like had a night out maybe in a year or so, but I slayed it. And I'm telling you, people stopped eating. Like half the room, because I got a whole lot of testimonies or whatever. I wanted to start something like where everybody, says their little testimonies of, when they knew that they were looking so good and they hit it just right. Okay.